Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a video on my hot processed everyday, every use soap that I make in my crock pot. And I will walk you guys through it. This is a hot process soap. There's two different kinds. There's a hot process and the cold process. I'm not a soap maker that sells soap. I just make it for my family and a few friends. So, don't ask me technical questions because I really won't know how to answer them. But I'm going to walk you through the products I use and we're going to make soap. So let's get ready. Okay, so the first thing I'm using is my crock pot, which I have turned on to high. And this crock pot, I swear to you guys, I got it for $1 in a garage sale. So I have found that I can get the best, and this was brand new, in box, bought in the 70s, made in the USA. Here is my hand mixer, which I also got at a garage sale for $2. So people that say, oh, it's too expensive to make soap, hey, look, that's like $3 right there. So now you're gonna need, number one, a scale. And I got this off of Amazon. Just a dish to put your spoon and your soon to be used hand mixer. Here is your sodium hydroxide. And I get this from Essential Depot. You're going to need a jar, and this is just a recycled glass jar, and then a measuring to measure your stuff. In this recipe, I use olive oil, which I use cooking olive oil. I use palm oil. I use coconut oil. And then to super fat it, I'm going to use some organic cocoa butter, which I also got at Essential Depot. And I actually got 2 of these on super sale. The only thing I don't like about them is it's super hard to cut. Then I'm going to use my fragrances, and in this recipe I'm using a lemon essential oil and a lavender essential oil. And these 2 I got from Essential Depot. And measuring cups, and then finally I'm going to use my wooden mold, which Big Daddy made for me. And the good thing about it is he made it super long, so I can actually put this stopper in the middle and make, well, I'll fit it in. Just can't do it with 2 hands right now. And I can make 2 different soaps or 2 different fragrances, fragrance soaps at the same time, which is pretty awesome. And so it's handmade. And then this is what my soap looks like when it's done. And it's awesome because I can break it in half. And if you're a traveler, like Big Daddy is, he wants to have his soap, so it's small. And in the kids' bathroom, they can't control this big bar, so I'll cut it in half. And then I just put them in a Ziploc bag. Yes, I know, whatever's easy. And then if you don't have a wooden mold, I know a lot of people, and I actually did this before I got the wooden mold, you can use a cooking pan. Just make sure it's not aluminum, and you can use the bread loaf pans that are glass made out of Pyrex. So these are the ingredients, and I will put the recipe, which I have written over there. That's my soap making recipe book, and I'll put that in the link below. So let's get ready. Okay, so I pre-measured all of my oils and I put everything into the crock pot. The crock pot is really hot right now. So you can see the coconut oil is melting, and I just let everything melt in here. The palm oil you have to completely melt before you measure the whole thing. So once this heats up a little bit more, then I'm going to add my lye and water solution. So we will be back. Okay, so we're back, and now we're going to add the lye and distilled water. Now, I know some people want to wear gloves and eye protectant stuff. I have found that if you just wear long sleeve, at least for me, I haven't had an issue. But if you want to take precautions, then definitely cover up. I'm just super lazy. So I'm going to pour the water in there, distilled water with my lye. And now is the fun part. Now I'm going to take my immersion blender and I'm going to start mixing until I reach trace. problem that I usually reach trays quickly. Yeah, this is going to be a fast one. You can see how thick it's already gotten. There, I'm done. I reached trace. Yep. So trace is when, if you go like zigzaggy, you actually leave a little line, a little mark, kind of like pudding. So, like I left a pudding mark. Okay. See it? There, see? Pudding. So now, I'm just gonna, how easy is that? I'm gonna put the top on, and we're gonna wait for the first stage. We're gonna cook the soap. Okay, so I'm really happy this happened. So you can see that my soap has kind of turned into a weird pudding. Now, I'm not a soap expert, but I have found that when this happens, all I have to do is just mix it. Whoa, is just mix it with a spoon, because I definitely can't mix it with my immersion blender, and it just comes back to normal. Just a little mixing. At first, when it happened a couple times in the past, I would get really worried and be like, oh no, it's ruined. I can't do anything with it. But I'm sure there are soap experts that are going to be out there that are going to comment on the pudding-like consistency. But whatever. The final product is awesome. So keep that in mind. So I'm just going to let it cook some more, and we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes, and ta-da! La 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 la. So now I'm going to take my immersion blender, and you can see that the oil is trying to separate, and it's cooking. It's a cooking. So we're going to do some more mixing. I'll just grab onto this with a towel. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay, because it's hot. We're gonna... Okay, we're going to cover it again for another 10 minutes, 10 to 15, and we'll be back.